Hello and welcome back to another episode on Ripples by Gia. If you are new here, hello, I am Gia and I talk about everything from consciousness, energy, and practical spirituality. And yes, I am a certified Akashic Records consultant. I have done body energetics. I am a holistic nutritionist. But beyond all those titles, I am a human living life just like you, alchemizing all my experiences into pure gold. Now, if you've been with me on this journey, you know me. I don't waste any time. I don't have any script. I'm completely unhinged and raw with my approach and conversation with you. So I invite you to grab a glass of water, tea, coffee, have a seat. And if you are listening to my podcast while you are driving, stay focused on the road, but also welcome. Also welcome, grab a seat and enjoy this conversation with me. I do take water breaks. So if there's a little pause, don't freak out. I haven't left you. I'm just getting a little sip of water. So like I said, without further notice, let's jump right in. Today I want to talk about sacred exchange. This topic, I've been kind of really back and forth with it personally as well and professionally. What does that word really mean? What is sacred exchange? And how is it supposed to feel in the body? And now, of course, everything's an exchange on this planet, right? Every conversation, everything you touch, even the dishes you use, your beauty products, you're having like a union with them, you're having an exchange, right? But where does this exchange have its boundaries? Where does it turn dark? And where does it turn false light? Where it starts to create density in your body, the not feeling good emotions, the draining, the fatigue, and all of that. Like, where does that happen in these exchanges? Because, like I said, everything is a exchange on this planet, everything you do, right? Even right now, we are exchanging energies. You've been welcomed into my space and field and into this conversation. And you are helping me thread this conversation together. Even though you're not contributing to it by your words or by your actions or whatever, you're still here and you're present. So we're having exchange here. And now I may say something to you and you may feel like, what is this girl talking about? I'm out. This does not feel good for me. I don't resonate with this. Bye. Right? So that's where the exchange for you may be going wrong. But however, I'm gonna stop babbling because I do that quite a bit because I have so much going on in my head all the time. And like of every episode I'll mention, I'm very telepathic. I get a bajillion downloads all day long, and it's really hard to articulate them into words for me. So I will try my best. But I really want to talk about returning to sacred exchange with yourself, with the world you live in, with your mind, your body, your soul, all levels and layers of, your being, your entire being. So starting from like the 3D level, right? We live in a world that's obsessed with quick wins, shortcuts. There's a lot of anxiety, a lot of worry, a lot of doubt frequency out here, right? If you don't make enough money, you won't be able to survive, which is major, right? It's major. And also, even in relationships, things are becoming very, very transactional, right? I personally, I'm not a big fan of how people on the internet are talking about masculine, feminine energies and how we need to stay into a certain energy and then, things like that as well, adding more division there because I truly feel like you can hold anything and everything you like. It's really your choice on what you want to feel and what kind of energies you want to welcome. But talking about relationships, professionally, personally, any kind, unfortunately, the world we live in, these exchanges have become rooted in conditions, performance, ego, and it's been normalized throughout the board to be driven and rooted with your exchanges through ego, through conditions and performance, right? But here's the thing. Now I'm going to talk more into divinity and, being whole and complete and being an extension of the source and being a true creator. Transactional deals are not real power. They're false light. Anywhere you're feeling like you are doing a transactional exchange is false light. You are either performing or you're rooted into conditional giving or taking, or it's your ego's driving it. Everything should feel like a good exchange, not a transaction. And where I want to bring this topic into more light is the false light part. Because if you look at all rituals and you look at black magic, spell casting, even through some religious imprinting, and I'm being very conscious when I'm speaking about this because I truly don't want to offend anybody. I'm not bashing anybody. Um, I use the word God all the time. I believe in God myself, but I'm not religious at all. I'm very spiritual. I believe in nature and the connection we have as being a spirit of the nature and extension of the pure divine source, God energy, source energy, universal energy, whatever word you want to put there. Okay. And that's what I'm referring to when I use the word God. I'm not referring to a man in the sky that's blessing me. No. All right. Just to make that clear. But again, even in some religious contexts, there's a lot of transactions. For example, the religions I have been exposed to are Sikhism and Hinduism and Catholic as well, because I went to a Catholic high school. I've actually read the entire Catholic Bible because I had to study it and so forth. And I'm not saying I'm a master and I know it all. I probably don't know anything compared to a lot of people out there. But all I know is anywhere a guru, a teacher, or any being on this planet is asking you for a transaction, it is not light. Because I want you to go back to the spiritual roots and to your true consciousness, your true existence and the consciousness and the light within you. What does it really want from you? What does Mother Earth want from you? Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. They want you to just live. They want you to be. They want you to be. They want you to blossom. They want you to be nourished. You plant a seed into Mother Earth with love and great intentions. She just blossoms a tree. And that there is a beautiful exchange. It's a beautiful harmony. It's not transactional. You gave a seed and boom, a tree blossom. Now it has fruits for you, flowers for you to enjoy. It provides shade, the whole shebang. Okay. Now, if you're planting a tree, so it can grow, you can cut it off and you can use it to make paper, furniture, whatever. That's transactional. Okay. But anything that is transactional is false light. And going deeper into this context, why I'm actually making this podcast is simply to warn you about the impacts it could be creating in your life and how it could actually be making your life more difficult versus more easier. So we've always been taught to pray for things as a child, especially in the religious context, right? Or we have to work really hard for it. So it's either or. It's either you just sit and pray for it and you wish it happens, or you have to work so, so hard to go get it. All right. None of these are healthy. I believe in prayer. I believe in hard work, but not to achieve what you want. It's truly believing in yourself when you are praying or taking your aligned actions towards your goals, that you show up with your heart and your divinity, and it does not feel like a transaction. If I go to work every single day and I show my boss that I'm so good, I'll get promoted. You're just wearing yourself out. You're not holding yourself in your power. You have to believe that your abilities and your gifts are yours and they are seen no matter what. They are seen no matter what. And you don't have to burn yourself down to get a promotion. That promotion is yours because you have that ability in you. And you show up day to day in that confidence, grounded into your sacred roots. So I'm not saying don't do hard work. I'm just saying don't chase because chasing also is a transactional deal. I'll do this, I'll do this, I'll do this, and I'll get this. No, nature wants nothing from you. God, source, universe, they want nothing from you except you to be you. So if you're tired, go be tired. You don't need to work so hard. You're feeling energetic and you want to work, go be you, go. And the religious context as well. I want to go down more spell casting, black magic, and oh boy, rituals. I'm really scared to talk about this stuff. I'm going to be honest because I never know how it's going to land, but I have to speak my truth because that's what I'm here to do. So I'm just going to let it rip. Let me know in the comments below your insights, your thoughts, feelings, and how this translated for you. Anywhere, any authority figure in any kind of structure, org, whatever, is telling you to do something, then this will happen. You're dealing with the devil. Because who loves to draft contracts and claim souls and do favors and exchanges? The devil. That is not God's work. The God wants you to be you, have love in your heart, kindness, compassion, and you be you. It's not looking for exchanges. It is not looking for deals and for you to draft up new contracts. You know, God, if you give me, I'm going to share a personal example with you. So, as a child, my mom told me I was really nervous about one of these exams. I was 8 years old. And in Ontario, they make you do some, I forgot the name of it, but it's like a board exam. It's like for the entire like province and the school gets a ranking. And if you fail that exam, you don't pass the grade. And this is the first time ever I was going to write an exam that was going to basically declare my worth, whether or not I'll move forward to grade 4 or not. And I'm 8 years old. And I'm very scared because my entire life I was told academically I'm stupid. So I went to my mom and I said, "Oh my God, mom, I'm gonna fail. I don't know math. I don't know English. I'm only good at art and drama because I'm more right brain. I don't know. I don't understand this. What's an essay format, mom? I can't write. I can't spell. Fun fact, I still can't spell. Thank God for spell check. And my mom said to me, she said, in her kindness of her heart, of course, my mom was trying to do really good. She said to me, don't worry. You pray, Gia. You pray to God. You pray hard and long. And in your prayer, you plant a seed. You tell God, if he helps you pass this exam, you will do donations on his behalf. You will give back. Or she said you can even go, give offerings of like milk or something sweet, like an Indian sweet dish, whatever you want. But do a exchange, she said. She said, ask him to help you pass the exam. And if you do, you will do this. I thought, wow, I can make a deal with God. I'm all in, man. Come on, let's get this. Let's do this. My mom was like, yeah, let's go for it. So she lit a lamp, she lit a little candle for me, which we call Diva. And she said, cover your head and pray from your heart and make a deal with God. And I did. I said, God, if you help me pass this, I will make, we call it kara prasad, which is made out of flour, butter, and sugar. It's very yummy, by the way. It tastes like cookie dough. I will make that at home and I will offer it to you. I was 8 years old. I didn't have money. I couldn't do much, you know? And I passed the exam. And I thought, oh my God, I passed the exam because I made a deal with God. So I went, I did my part, I gave the offering. And literally, now I'm 14, years ahead, and I'm kind of doing this. I'm doing these transactions with God. And then all of a sudden it stopped working for me. And I thought I had upset God. And I went to my mom again. I said, "Hey, like I kind of I try to make a deal with God and I didn't get it." And my mom just kind of, again, bless her. She just went, "It's okay, Gia. Some things are just not meant to be. That's okay. Just let it go. It didn't happen. It wasn't meant to be. It's okay. You're trying to do something. God has a bigger plan for you. Just allow it to happen." And that was the best advice ever. I was like, "Okay, fine." Then I stopped believing in the deal stuff because I'm just like, wait, if my destiny is meant to unfold a certain way, it's going to unfold no matter what. Why am I begging? Because I felt like I was really starting to beg for things. I was making a lot of deals and contracts and whatever. But what I didn't realize is that this, I'm going to call it ritual, making exchanges and offerings and deals like this comes from black magic. And somewhere down the road, a lot of black magic ritual spell casting has kind of overlapped its way into a lot of religious things. A lot of preachers, priests, nuns, without conscious awareness, are telling you to do things that are transactions with things, rituals coded from black magic. And God bless them, they don't know. That's the thing. There's a lot of stuff that has just overlapped and it's become a big mushy mess where you can't even tell that, hey, is this from the divine or is this something that's coming from a tradition that we used to do? And it's coded in black magic and ritualistic thinking and realistic behaviors, right? So anywhere you're being asked to give offerings in, exchange for deals and so forth is not a healthy, sacred exchange. It is a transactional deal you're doing with the devil, with false light. I'm just gonna say the way it is. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Anywhere, even if you're meeting a healer, a shaman, whatever, and they're asking you to say statements of giving up stuff or, claiming something, of giving up something at all, it's false light. Because the nature, the God, universal light doesn't want anything from you. It does not want anything from you except for you to be yourself. Except for you to be yourself. And I've been having a lot of conversations with one of my girlfriends actually recently as well. And I feel like this needs to go into a deeper context here. And she's been very thankful. I've been very thankful for her because for the longest time, I just thought like I was crazy about thinking like this, but there is so much black magic, ritualistic things that are being sold to us in the name of religion. And this is why I always come back to this. I think I always will. You need to stand in your power and you need to revoke your consent all the time. Revoke your consent. And because I have been in situations myself where, again, God bless my parents, they're not consciously aware. They always think they're doing the right thing for me, like they have best interest in their heart for me, but I just happen to know too much truth, unfortunately for them. Um, but they've asked like priests in India to pray for me, to do a certain ritual for me, and I was growing up and now as well. And I tell them to not to do that because I'm like, I don't know this priest. I don't know how they're gonna do this ritual. What if they're doing offerings and exchanges? Like I'm not present. I don't know how my name is being used. And I'm not here to make new contracts of karma with the Satan because karma is not something that I want to engage with in this type of manner. And I've told them, and they're like, no, no, it's good for you, Gia. Oh my God, we're praying. It's just prayers. But I know exactly how those prayers are being done and what is being said. And in that wording too, I'm very uncomfortable. So I've actually gone in and just affirmed through prayer. Again, I've done this through prayer. I've prayed to God and I said, I revoke all consent. Nobody in any time, space, level, layer, or dimension is ever allowed to send me any kind of spell casting, spells, energy work, or use my name without my conscious consent. And I revoke all the consent that I may have given willingly, unwillingly, knowingly, unknowingly, consciously, or unconsciously from all levels, layers, time, dimensions, and planes now. So I have gone and made that statement and declaration for myself, standing in my full power, that nobody has my consent to do a transactional deal on my behalf as well. Because you don't want these transactions. They are not of God. They are of the devil. God is not asking for transactions from you. God is asking you to be you and to spread kindness, love, compassion, joy, to celebrate, not to make offerings and deals so you can get something. No, we're not here to chase, we're here to be. Okay. And we're not here for transactions, we're here to transmit. Transmit transmissions of the divine source. So all offerings, all, I'm just gonna do air quotes here, prayers we're doing as a deal, transaction, any relationship we're carrying as a transactional that feels transactional, any job we're doing that feels transactional, you're tired of it. I encourage you to reflect deeply on it, take actions on it that you feel like are more in alignment for you, that you feel like are a healthy exchange, and feel divine for you, make you feel light and beautiful. Yeah, make you feel light and beautiful. I like that. And I think that's the message I want to get across today. That's it. I think I wanted to bring this into your awareness and see, where you're agreeing to that feels like a transaction because there's a high chance that it's false light, that it's false light. Saying a prayer is beautiful. I say prayers all the time of gratitude, of love. I do pray for my friends and their wellness, but I don't make deals and transactions. God, my friend is feeling not good, and if you make her better, I will walk bare feet into your temples and bow down. I don't know, something ridiculous like that. I don't do that stuff. I made that one up. I don't know. I've never heard of it, but no, no, we don't do transactions, right? Because also, if you look at that, if you go deeper into some, again, air quotes here, religion, because it's just trickster energy and illusion energy here that's imprinting onto religion, because we know that true God's work is not transactional, right? A lot of it is sacrifice as well. It's sacrificial, right? If you give me this, I will, quit this. I will stop doing this. I will become a better person or whatever it is. It's heavily related into sacrifice as well. So just adding a little nugget there. So just I want you to think about transactions and what feels like a transaction versus a beautiful exchange in your heart. And if you want to hear more stuff and you have a topic in mind that's always made you feel crazy or a weird feeling, please leave it in the comments. And if you're too shy to comment it, DM it to me on Instagram. On Instagram, I'm RipplesbyJia, same name. DM it to me. I would love to make a YouTube video discussing more in depth of that topic and bringing more light to it because as I'm sure you're aware, I'm very unhinged and raw and I try my best to do a lot of justice to every topic I speak on. And I really hope I did justice to this one, as this was just a little awareness I wanted to bring in and so forth. But thank you. Thank you so much for joining me for this sweet and short episode this week. I'm always so grateful for your presence. Please do like, comment, subscribe, and let me know how this all resonate with you. I love you all so much. Keep thriving because remember, we came here to thrive, not just to survive. Take care, all.